10 habits of highly successful people. Why are some people more successful than others? You see, you don't decide your future. You decide your habits, and your habits decide your future. No one succeeds overnight, and no one fails overnight. Success is nothing more than the sum of small efforts repeated day in and day out. Today, I want to share with you the 10 success habits that I have learned and developed over the years. Habits. 1, take 100% responsibility for your life. When I was in my 20s, I was struggling. I had just failed at my 13th business. At that time, I was lost. I kept blaming everything and everyone around me, the economy, taxes, the government, cheap customers, everything but myself. Then I met my first mentor, Alan. He sat down with me and asked, Dan, what's not working? I replied, everything. I'm not making enough money. I'm in debt. I failed so many times and I don't understand why. Alan looked at me and said, unless and until you take 100% responsibility for your life, Dan, you're not going to be successful. At first, I resisted. I thought, maybe he's right, but not 100%. However, he insisted, not maybe. You made those choices. You chose those business partners. You decided how to spend your time. Every decision was yours. That was when I realized the buck stops with me. If it's meant to be, it's up to me. You can either make excuses or you can make money, but you can't do both. Habit 2, decide exactly what you want. Most people don't get what they want in life because they don't know what they want. My mentor told me, Dan, you need to set a goal. Up until that point, I hadn't set any clear goals. So I thought about it. And at the time, my biggest dream was to buy a red Mazda 8 with a rotary engine. That was my one and only goal. I put all my focus into it. Having a specific goal gave me something to strive for. Habit 3, believe it is possible. It's not enough to set a goal. You must believe that it is possible for you. For me, upgrading from a Mazda 3 to an RX-8 seemed like a reasonable step. It wasn't like I was trying to buy a Ferrari overnight. That made it feel achievable, and that belief drove me forward. Napoleon Hill once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Habit 4, visualize success. Once I set my goal, I started visualizing it every day. I cut out a picture of an RX-8 from a magazine and put it on my vision board. Every day I would look at it and imagine myself driving it. I could see the steering wheel, feel the leather seats, smell the interior. I visualized it so vividly that in my mind, I already owned it. Habit 5, act as if. Whenever I saw an RX-8 on the road, I would say to my friends, that's my car. They thought I was crazy, but I wasn't lying. I was conditioning myself. I acted as if the result was already accomplished. Most people wait for success to come before they feel like they deserve it. But the truth is you must first believe you deserve it before success arrives. Habit, be willing to pay the price. Dreaming and believing aren't enough. You must take action. I calculated exactly how much money I needed for the car. Instead of partying or wasting time, I worked tirelessly day in and day out. Success always comes with a price. The question is, what price are you willing to pay? Habit 7, feel the fear and do it anyway. Many people think successful people have no fears. That's not true. I had fears. I was terrified of rejection when making sales calls, but I did it anyway. Fear should not dictate what you do. Feel the fear, acknowledge it, and take action regardless. Habit 8, seek mentorship. Unsuccessful people often let their ego stop them from learning. My mentor changed my life. He gave me the mindset and skills I needed to succeed. If you want to achieve, find someone who has already done it and learn from them. As the saying goes, your ego is not your amigo. Habit 9, have enthusiasm, high energy. Low energy people have low energy. They lack enthusiasm, motivation, and drive. You may not be the best at something right now, but if you approach it with passion and energy, you will improve quickly. Habit 10, commit to constant improvement. After all my efforts, I finally bought my RX-8. When I drove it off the dealership lot, I felt calm. Why? Because I had already lived this moment in my mind 1,000 times. It was expected. Then I set a new goal. Successful people never stop improving. They always strive to become better, learn more, and grow. If you want to succeed, treat
Все
success like
Феррари,
a
на которых я
subject you study
когда-либо гонял,
daily.
всегда
Now tell me,
отличались
which one of
ярким
these habits
цветом,
will you start
безумным
implementing
звуком
today?